Hey guys, it's Cassie.
It's Richie. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A mukbang. We haven't we haven't done one in a while.
In a really long time. I think the last time was when I was still blonde. So that was a while.
And we ate like a big sushi platter. When I was eating way too much.
I know. It's like by the end of the mukbang, I feel like we have so much like air intake that we get so bloated because we're talking so much. Anyways, what's on the menu today is sushi bake. If you guys haven't heard of it, I believe it originated in the Philippines. Obviously, sushi is Japanese. Filipinos found a way, of course, to switch it up and bake sushi. So yeah, this is perfect for all of you guys that don't really enjoy raw fish but like sushi because everything is baked. This sushi bake is actually from Bianca Cooks YVR. Definitely support her if you're in the Vancouver area. She does pickups and we've both tried her sushi bake before.
Multiple times.
Richie multiple times.
Yeah.
I've tried it once. She gave us I believe it was the Supreme Trio tray.
Yes.
So 3 different flavors of sushi bake. Today she gave us, I think the sample box. So it comes with 4 different kinds of sushi bake.
So we have the salmon canny, and then we have the California canny, and we have the spam musu bake. Okay.
Like musubi.
And then the aloha shrimp. I haven't tried that one.
I don't think I've tried the spam one either.
No, I haven't tried it either.
But I think these 2 I've definitely tried along with the mango one.
Yeah.
You guys, her sushi bakes are so good. So this sampler box comes with, we have our sauces, we have some Japanese mayo. I think this is sriracha.
For sure.
And we have, of course, the nori. So basically how you eat sushi bake is you take your spoon, which is compostable, you scoop out the sushi bake, put it into the nori, eat it, dip it, whatever. We have collagen water from Vital Proteins. I have the lemon ginger because Richie hates ginger, and then Richie has
lemon slice.
What we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna try one of the flavors first, answer 2 questions, try another flavor, 2 questions, and then until we have 8 questions done and we're full.
Wow.
Did you hear my stomach growl? This is the aloha shrimp. Looks really yummy. We're gonna open up our nori. So it has like a little bit of like Filipino, Japanese, and Korean elements.
All of it.
I used to eat this when I was a child.
Like alone.
Like alone with rice.
With rice.
Get a spoonful of this deliciousness. Like this. Look how cute.
I put way too much, you guys, but
cheers.
Cheers.
Anyways, we're just gonna munch for a bit.
Munch away.
I forgot to mention, but we actually had to bake this. Well, we just stuck it in the oven. You gotta bake it before you eat it.
It comes like cold. That's what I didn't know when I first, I wanted to surprise Kyle at a park.
Yeah.
Not knowing that it was cold when she gives it to you.
Yep. That's
Hence
sushi bake. Smart, Richie. So the question from Clementine Grace Marie is, do you guys ever get jealous of each other, like in terms of success or anything? Ready, set, no.
Well, we technically are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, we want each other to thrive in what they are good at.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So I'm so thankful that you're so good at editing and that's your gift. And like for me, you can talk about that.
No, but Richie is just, I think your personality appeals to so many people and I admire her for that. I'm never jealous of that at all.
Yeah.
And she's a really good leader, like she's a youth leader, graphic designer, and she's starting her own business.
Yeah, with Kyle.
Not jealous of whatsoever. I'm actually super stoked for them.
Yeah.
I am wearing one of their pieces right now. It's called the Kitty.
The kitty cat.
The kitty cat. Let's talk about that a little bit while I eat more.
The chip tooth?
Yeah, you go for it.
Yeah, so chip tooth basically started, I don't know, Kyle really likes jewelry and he would constantly buy from, I guess through Instagram, through the ads that he sees. And then one day I was sitting at Tim Hortons and I was like, why don't we just make our own jewelry? Like stuff that we would actually wear, stuff that I would wear as well. So it's like unisex jewelry that we think everyone would like. We thought it'd be harder than it actually is, but we kind of just dived into it and then created this whole idea of Chip Tooth. But yeah, anyways, Chip Tooth, it sounds funky, but it's based on a true story. He was actually performing and he was wearing a bunch of chains. You know this.
I don't know this.
I told you
no,
this.
you didn't.
He was wearing a bunch of chains. One in particular I bought from Amazon. It was a really heavy duty locket chain. And he was jumping, you know, like he was jumping, performing in LA.
Where was he? LA, right?
LA. And the locket hits his tooth. Like it hits it. And as he was performing, he said he was so worried that he had a chip tooth.
Did he?
But he did like the slightest bit. You wouldn't be able to tell. But if he shows you, you're like, oh yeah, there's
definitely a chip.
Yeah, so that's the story. People are like, why chip tooth? But we thought it's ironic and cool.
If you weren't doing fashion, what would you want to do? So for me, honestly, I don't think we've been doing that much fashion recently. Obviously, our YouTube channel came from like the basis of fashion inspiration and whatnot. I think I would be doing something along the lines of video production.
Oh, totally. And you have been.
And not filming myself, filming other people, because I feel like I'm at that stage where it's like, I have to film myself again, I have to be on camera again, which, I mean, I love our job, it's great, but at the same time, it's like I'm slowly outgrowing the idea of filming myself, or I guess I want to experiment more with filming other people.
Right.
What would you be doing? I think I already know what you would be doing.
What would I be doing?
You would literally be
jewelry,
employed by the church.
Oh. I guess you could say media.
Yeah.
Like doing media specifically for our church.
Yeah.
So specific.
But right now it's volunteer. We have a small church.
Or graphic design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like you definitely just be in ministry.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, is that 2 questions?
Yeah,
we can eat again. Ooh, they are thick pieces of spam.
Oh, for real?
I guess you gotta cut it.
I smell the spam.
I know, it's so pungent.
I don't think you got any spam in
saltier.
there.
I got spam.
It's good. If you want like something meatier.
Yeah.
In terms of, like
you don't like seafood? I know a lot of my friends
like,
can't, and some of them don't like seafood. If you like girls, would you date each other?
Oh my god!
No, you don't think you're my type. Actually, wait a minute. No, her personality I would date. Because we work really well together, but she's like a sister to me, so it's just a really weird concept to think about.
It's not even something that I would ever think of.
Yeah.
I guess this would clear people's questions. Are they dating?
No.
We're not, and we're also not sisters, so.
But we are almost cousins-in-law.
Yeah, so we're very much close in that way. So.
Because she's dating my cousin. Oh, her boyfriend is Kyle, aka my cousin. Not to say it like that, I feel like. Did you guys play any sports? No.
Yes.
Go for
All
it.
of high school, I played sports. That was my life, legit. I played basketball. I traveled for basketball. I played volleyball. I traveled for volleyball. But then after high school, I basically stopped playing. So it was kind of like a high school fling. But yeah, I'm very much athletic.
Yeah, she's really athletic.
More than
me. Would you guys get any more tattoos? So I love the tattoos I have. I always wanted to get like a big floral piece. Oh, thank you for adjusting.
Yes.
But I'm really glad I didn't, because I don't know. I think I'm just
tired of it.
I think I would have gotten tired of it. The only tattoo that I can see at all times is this cross tattoo. All the other tattoos I barely see unless I look at it in the mirror, like this M, the angel, and the 9. I forget I have it too, and I like that. I like having that little glimpse, like, oh my gosh, I have a tattoo kind of thing. I don't want to see it all the time. I think I want to get an ankle tattoo, but I'm in no rush to get any tattoos at all.
So you had your purge.
I had my, moment. Shout out at JJJLUD, New York, Elizabeth Street in Soho, I believe. His tattoos are amazing. He did all my tattoos. What about you?
Good question. I mean, in this season I am right now, definitely no, because my mom doesn't want me to get any, but I would love to.
Will you guys continue with To The Nines even when you get married?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
It's like our main source of income in terms of doing creatively something more. We would branch out through
have
that.
separate projects like Chip Tooth. my boyfriend, and it's so funny, we're doing things with our boyfriends.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It's really cool because they're both creatives, but I never would have thought that would happen. So obviously Kyle and Richie are doing Chip Tooth, and then my boyfriend and I have been into production.
Right.
We've been filming like music videos throughout this past quarantine. 3 to be exact. Is there another name you guys would have wanted to have?
Like our name?
Like if you could change your name.
That's a tough question. I actually, funny story, I hated my name only because when we would write it like cursive, it's the most boring name. I'm like, Mom, why don't I have more letters?
Yeah.
I love it when people have like
a J.
Like a J or like Anastasia with like all like these different like letters. Nina.
Right.
Nina Ricci. I was named after Nina Ricci, and I'm just like, Mom, why don't you name me Nina Ricci? Because I love the name Nina.
Yeah.
So maybe Nina.
But your mom wanted to go for the all R's in your family, so
yes,
that's why she did it.
I think that's exactly why.
I don't think I would change my name. When I was in my mother's womb, they thought I was going to be a boy. They didn't do any gender reveals, and that was not a thing back in 1994, 95.
So
So when I was in my mom's womb, they just thought I was a boy. They just assumed. No like ultrasound like tests or checks to see like what that little squiggly thing is. They just thought I was a boy for some reason. Nickname would have been EJ. It would have stood for Emmanuel John.
Emmanuel John.
Yeah, but then Kyle took Manuel, because that's my grandpa's name, Emmanuel. And then his brother took Emmanuel. And then my brother took John. So,
okay.
Yeah, those names were taken. And I just happened to be Cassie. My mom was just like, she never even thought of girl names. It just like on the spot. She was like, Cassandra. I like Cassandra. Yeah.
This one is...
There's an avocado. This is like a California roll.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. The base is all like similar. Like it's same
flavor.
like Japanese mayo, but then there's different elements to it. I'm also amazed at how I have been eating it without it touching my lipstick. You know?
Yeah.
If you could swap lives for a day, what's the first thing you would do?
Play with Dizzy.
Easy. She would play with my dog. He's sleeping actually behind this backdrop. I don't think you can see him. What I would do is I would take as much content in her house. How do you not get jealous when everyone else is in a relationship? So Richie and I have been the single ones for
4 years.
4 years together. We were both doing our own thing. Working on Tooth and Nine, so like having a boyfriend wasn't really on our radar at the time.
We weren't looking. Like, it wasn't something that we were fixated on.
Yeah. For me, I found joy in doing things by myself. Like I would literally take myself out on dates. I would go to the seawall, bike around. I don't know. I just enjoyed my me time, which is ironic because now I'm like, whenever I'm alone, I'm like, I just want Paul with me. I'm sad, which is weird because I've never been like that. I was always the independent, like going off, doing my own thing kind of thing. Now I just want Paul and everything because he makes things more fun, which is good. It's a good sign that you're in a good relationship is if you want to be around your partner.
When you're really fixated on one thing, like wanting to have someone to be with you all the time and make you feel satisfied and make you like just happier or whatever, I feel like those are the moments where it's like you're definitely not ready because like what she said, like I feel like you need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to know who you are before you can even step into a dating relationship. So it's really like you have to be secure in yourself first before you enter into a long-term commitment, because after that, like you're I don't want to say stuck, but like it's a commitment that you make.
Yeah. The last sushi bake we're gonna try
your favorite, right?
Is my favorite. This is the salmon canny. I just love salmon. It's cooked salmon. Yeah. So the last question, super simple, is how are you doing?
Wow.
So it's been really interesting this past couple of days because we live in Vancouver and it's super smoggy out.
Oh, yeah.
Insanely smoggy. It's crazy how many wildfires are happening right now in like Oregon, San Francisco, and all the smoke has been
coming up to us.
And not to say that there aren't any wildfires in BC or Alberta. There still are some. Yeah. Like people think that it just cuts off at the border. Like no, we're still
very much connected.
There's some fires as well. Not as much though. For me personally, like I have moments where I'm feeling so motivated. Like I'll go to WeWork, I'll do school. I'm in school I always say this in every single Q&A because it takes me forever to finish school because it's not my priority, but now it is. I guess I want to try and finish. But yeah, and I have also days where I'm just like the most unmotivated, self-deprecating, just sad little Cassie.
Aww.
And it's because I'm not going out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because I'm like in my own little world. I obviously have Dislo, but I don't know, it's better for me, I guess, to like actually go out and do something rather than just coop up in my own little space because for my mental health it just doesn't like help.
Yeah, I'm the type to always want to like be out to do something, like, you know, have a routine. Well, I didn't really have a routine to begin with, but like during the pandemic I feel like it has gotten worse because like you just feel like a slump.
Yeah.
And like days where you want to be productive, you always feel like you have a lot of time, and so you push things even more than you did before the pandemic. So you just feel like some sort of I don't want to say failure, but like you feel like some sort of like, what are you doing with your life kind of thing, you know? And in the beginning of the pandemic, honestly, like if we talk about mental health, I was sad. Obviously, because things were like, oh, you can't get out, like you can't like do this, you can't do that. Especially with my household, it was very like sensitive because my mom was sick. She's very sensitive to viruses, so I have to be extra careful. So I couldn't leave the house. Couldn't see Kyle. That was the toughest one. And so when we celebrated, I remember when we celebrated our second year, the night before I was really sad. Like I cried because I was like, wow, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. I can't even see him like during our second year anniversary. And then he shows up at my door. Like he asked my parents and I legit cried. Yeah. It was definitely very tough in the beginning.
So that wraps up our Q&A mukbang. This was really amazing. Shout out to Bianca Cooks, YVR, for making us such yummy little sushi bakes. I like how small it is. Like,
it's not overwhelming.
It's not overwhelming. Yeah. But I mean, if you have a family, she has like large trays, medium trays of different flavors.
Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram platforms
at Cassie Matsenkai,
at Richie Pamantuan, and at We Are To The Nines. Don't forget to hashtag We Are To The Nines. I feel like I said that wrong. Don't forget to hashtag We Are To The Nines to be featured, and also plug at Chiptooth, CHIPP without the ED.
No underscore.
No underscore.
Yeah, thanks for watching. I wish Dislo was awake to say bye, but he's not. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.